THA seeks public assistance to treat with sargassum seaweed. Rotting seaweed will not harm the environment, and the Defence Force to assist with removing it from the island's beaches.
InfoUpdate,
bringing you the latest news, views and reviews,
along with responses,
comments and events
affecting you.
brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
Nature in its worst form cannot and will not be allowed to overcome the resolute response of the people of Tobago. This from Chief Secretary Orville London, who addressed residents of Speyside last night during a community meeting. Officials from the Tobago House of Assembly met with them to hear their views on how to tackle the unusually large amounts of sargassum seaweed washing ashore. The phenomenon could potentially threaten tourism on the island. Last night, each division was represented at the meeting. Mr. London says it's a demonstration that THA plans to take a holistic approach to the situation.
We're going to try as far as possible to make sure that we work consistently and that we utilize all the available resources to bring relief to the people of Speyside and environs, to the community, to the business places and so on.
He said while there is no way to predict or stop the seaweed from coming ashore, he's asking for collaboration and understanding from the public.
I want us, however, to treat this as part. If there's anything that you can do to assist, please do. If there are recommendations that you can make and you feel will help to improve the situation, please do. If there are criticisms that you want to make, please do. We need all the assistance, all the support, all the advice, all the guidance that we can get.
On Monday, the Assembly declared the issue a natural disaster and has promised to devote $3 million to address the problem. Meanwhile, Tobagonians are being reassured that the seaweed is not toxic. More from Anika Springer.
Sargassum seaweed is golden yellow and generally lightweight because it's made up of small air bladders or air pockets which keep it afloat. It turns brown and emits strong odors as it decays, but these are signs that nature is doing its work. Nevertheless, the Department of Fisheries understands the concerns of residents, so it's put in place a removal plan that addresses these fears. Its director, Linford Beckles, explains.
The seaweed that is already on the beach forms a wall which prevents additional seaweed from coming into the shores. So the strategy is to remove what is there and allow the seaweed that is located in the nearshore coastal areas to come ashore. And we continue to remove the seaweed and dispose of it in as responsible a manner as we possibly can under the circumstances.
Once the seaweed is brought on shore, it will be placed at Merchiston area at Speyside and at Lau Estate. Mr. Beckles says the locations were chosen because of their proximity to residential areas.
They are located in very remote areas where there are no people living and so on. So it is unlikely that there's going to be any impact in terms of smell and so on. And secondly, the material that is going to be deposited there is organic material. It is very biodegradable.
He said the material will eventually rot and be integrated into the soil. I'm Anika Springer for InfoUpdate.
Removing the seaweed is proving to be a challenge as vehicle owners are hesitant to operate their equipment in salt water. But there's good news. The military has stepped in to assist. Caroline Wallace has that angle.
The Defence Force will help with the cleanup of the eastern coast by providing the THA with personnel and heavy equipment. The Minister of National Security, retired Brigadier Carl Alfonso, visited the location, after which he paid a visit to the Chief Secretary where he pledged the resources.
The Engineer Battalion of the Defence Force does have some capabilities that you will require here. So Mr. London has, once he makes that request, and he has so far, he just has to say what he wants done, and we will assist. The central government clearly will assist, and the central government must be concerned about what is happening in Tobago and your beaches and the comfort or discomfort of your people.
Mr. London says the Assembly is happy for the assistance.
This is something that has to be treated with as urgently as possible, and I'm happy that he has taken the position that something like this requires the joint resources of the Tobago House of Assembly and the central government, and he has committed to doing what is necessary to ensure that we have the level of support and, just as importantly, the level of collaboration.
The ODPM will also work closely with TEMA to address the problem. I am Caroline Wallace for InfoUpdate.
That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Lois Vincent and you've been listening to InfoUpdate.